am I going to find it now? So I went from this person to that person to that person, trying to find the love that I see in my household with my parents. And it didn't work out every time. And like, I don't play. Like, if I feel uncomfortable, if I feel like you're not respecting the relationship or anything of that sort, I'm out and I'll find the next person. It takes me 2 seconds to find somebody else. Trust me. Not even 2. You feel me? So, and I was okay with just next. Move that bus next, you know, like y'all remember that TV show where it was like the next bus? As soon as the nigga got off the bus and they didn't like it, it was next nigga, okay? 0.2 seconds. Like I was playing that game. And I wish I didn't. Not even I wish I didn't, because again, I don't regret anything. I feel like it happened for a reason for me to be here telling y'all my story now. But
and just remember this, because this is key. When you're talking with your homegirls and you're bashing that man you're laying next to and literally comparing him to other men, baby girl, that should already tell you what it is, huh? Right? That's women talking about their truths out loud. Like when we share stuff with our homegirls, or, you know, we have girl time and we start talking shit about that nigga. Yeah. Just go ahead and get out. Yes, we vent all the time, but that just goes to show there's always a better man. Do you understand? There's always a better man. Don't settle. There's a lot of things that men do that I really feel like if it was vice versa, they would not put up with it. It's studies show. Men will even say out their own mouth, oh, if my girl cheated on me, I'm not taking her back. So why do we do that as women? It's just some earhead shit that we do that's kind of irritating. I don't understand it.
And when they said it's always a better nigga, sus, they ain't lying. It's always a better nigga. Listen! Nigga think he be getting away with shit. Whole time I'm already knowing. And then when it's really confirmation, I don't even say shit. I don't check you. I don't do shit. I just leave because fuck nigga, go kick it with your kind, because obviously I ain't the one. As soon as you leave that nigga, a better nigga here.
This India Love clip is very interesting in my opinion. You got her basically saying that and I put a couple other clips in there too. You got her basically saying that you know, she going out there searching for a love that her parents had, and she'll leave a dude quick. That's how a lot of women think. A lot of beautiful women think like, and that used to be an elite woman thing where bad bitches think I can get a dude whenever I want to. And that used to be even with kids. I can get a man whenever I want to. That should be for the elite of the elite women. Not every chick got that mentality now. Below average, slightly above average. Every chick feel like they're a bad bitch. Every chick feel like, you know, they can get a dude when they want to get a dude. And I'm gonna do a video at some point talking about the situation where, you know, women find it easy to have sex with men, but find it hard to get marriage out of men, right? I'm gonna get to that in another video, but that's how they think, and they don't understand building. They don't understand how men work. They think hop from man to man, and that's why she 30 years old and she been with all these guys, and she always think it's a better man, and it's not. Especially when your body count and who you been with is exposed. Look at Ruby Rose, 2 nice looking women, but you know, they have the mentality it's always somebody else. It's always somebody else. And when we can see your body count, and some guys who good with women, they can read women and know, you know, that you a thought, you a bop, you for a good time. Most of these women don't understand the build with them. Show that you're an asset to a man and not just a liability. Anytime you bring somebody into your life, they are a liability. Especially talking about women, they're a liability. They always need something. You know, their problems become your problems. Their family problems become your problems. Bringing a woman is a liability. Bringing homeboys is a liability. You coming into her or your homeboys, you become a liability. I'm not saying that that's the major part of it. Depends on the person. But, you know, you got to become an asset to people. You got to become an asset. You You got to become an asset. And she just thinks hopping from guy to guy, you gotta, giving them some pussy, and she didn't probably been with 1,000 guys, and it hasn't worked. And you don't think at 30 years old, you would think the light would go on and say, okay, let me change something up, and it's too late. It's too late. It's too late. There's a younger Indian love coming into the game, but women don't even understand that if you suffer early and you laugh later. You get in there with a guy, you do what he asks you to do, y'all build. And that's why Becky, Maria, they build and they have family structure. So even, when they kids, they start off, they give them a house or a place to stay. The Mexican community, 3 or 4 families would be in the house. They stack their bread. Then all the families get a house. They do it again and they build. They build. But when you got women who think it's always a better dude, you got women who always think money. It's about money. When you tell them, no, I can't do it right now, then they go to the next guy and be disloyal and they get it from the next guy. And you start to look, you start to be like, geez, Louise. You know what I'm saying? You like, geez, Louise. Like they never invest. It's just like a lot of people who jump from job to job, and then you see it's a guy that been there 5-10 years and he moved up and he came in making $15 an hour, and now he 80K, 100K salary because he stuck it out. He acquired the skills. He or she came on time every day. He was very sociable. He learned multiple jobs. He made himself an asset. He stayed when they asked him to stay and all that type of stuff. He made himself an asset. He made himself a fucking asset. So, that's just what it is. And women don't understand that you got to have skin in the game, and just having a dude baby, that ain't enough. You must help, you must build, you must love, you must be trusted, you must show loyalty. You must be more than a liability of bringing your family problems, being crying, being manipulative, being conniving, being untrustworthy. Nothing. Just because you got a pussy is not going to keep a guy. Just because you look good is not going to keep a guy. And once you see these guys, when they end up marrying the women that they be with, 9 times out of 10, most of the women honestly be like, damn, she look better. I look better than her. But what was it? And women just think they just supposed to be a stress on the man. And that's not supposed to be an asset, not too much of a liability. And more women that come in your life will stop y'all from being wives is y'all more liability and asset. Y'all not an asset. The only asset that most modern women are you are bait for me to get more pussy. That's just true. That's just keeping it a bean. But hey, hit the link in the description, join the Patreon. Peace.
A lot of women leave relationships thinking I'll get someone better. That's empowering, but they're actually ignoring reality. As women, we have to remember that men do the choosing and women get chosen. We have to be approached, liked, pursued, and asked. As women, we have to remember, as we get older, the dating pool starts to shrink. So all of the emotional mature people, they're already taken. They are in long-term relationships, married, and have children. If you are not in your 20s, the dating pool ain't gonna be the same. You cannot say to yourself, oh, I don't want to date a man with kids, because most likely he will have kids the older you get. And that is not a bad thing. The beauty of a man that has children tells you a lot about him. Is he responsible? Does he know how to be a father? Does he know how to treat children? All of those things are positives if you are interested in starting a family. If you don't have any kids, it lets you know the type of man that he is. We say those type of things, but men do not say that. Men marry women all the time that have children that are not theirs. They get in relationships with women that have children. We are the only ones that have stipulations like that. Women also say that they don't want to date a man that has been married. Well, men don't say that at all. And typically, men after divorce, they get into relationships and they always get married again. Versus a woman, after we come out of divorce, we don't typically get married again. We pour ourselves into our children, into work, or survival. Somehow we redirect our energy, and it's never in the romance area. criteria. Where a man, he is always going to get back in the game, no matter what has happened in the past in relationships that he has been in. So when women say, I can do better, does that really happen? Because that is not what reality shows.